sting. He's like, my arm. Did that? No, that didn't go in. Hold on, let me use this mirror next to me. That went in way better. And then we still didn't really know like what got him. So I was like, I don't know if it was like a bug, a spider, like I had no idea. And then lo and behold, we see the bee in the house on the window. So he brought it inside, got stung again, and then we found it on the window. So it was a bee. We went to urgent care. Why does my left eye always takes forever? So go to urgent care. They're like, he's allergic. So I'm like, oh, cool, awesome. Not literally. So they gave us steroids, antibiotics, and EpiPens, and basically said for him, only use the EpiPens if he gets stung from like the chest up, just because of how bad it swelled. I mean, thankfully the arm one didn't swell, but the hip one was insane. And it's crazy because it didn't happen right away. It was like small at first, and then when we woke up in the morning, it was his whole hip. It was literally insane. It was so weird. And he tried to convince me to take him to eat first before going to urgent care. And I'm like, Lincoln, no. We're not going to dinner before we go to urgent care. Like, nice try, but no. He was starving. So, and then same night, they're playing hide and go seek. First of all, Lincoln was already apprehensive about going outside because he got stung. Rightfully so. He was nervous. It was a nice day out. And they're playing hide and seek, and I guess they're somewhere in the backyard. Like, Isaac went to go hide, and then he sliced his ear. It needed stitches, but I was like, we'll get liquid Band-Aid and call it a day. He did not want to go get stitches because he's already had stitches in his lip. So he sliced his ear in like the weirdest place. I'm like, I'm going to take you to get stitches. And he's like, no, beg me not to. So I was like, all right, try to do liquid Band-Aid, and liquid Band-Aid wouldn't hold it. And then I tried like the butterfly stitches, wouldn't hold it. And then it just like looked gross with liquid Band-Aid. So then we took the liquid Band-Aid off and it's fine, but it was just like a lot. And then that night Creed wouldn't go to sleep for me. So I was, yeah, Kelly, it was a weekend for me. I cried myself to sleep just because I was so overwhelmed. And like, maybe for some parents it wouldn't have been overwhelming, but it was just a lot for one day. Cause then Creed I got a new rocking chair in Creed's room, and I thought I got one that was really similar to the one we already have. I just wanted like a newer one because there's like milk stains and it's old and whatever. So I thought I got a really similar one, but it turns out it's way smaller, and Creed wasn't having it, and I couldn't get comfortable to like rock him and stuff. So I was like, this is not a good time. So I just cried that night, and I was ready for the day to be over. It's so much in one day. I'm like, please, someone help me. I was very, very overwhelmed. Lincoln is better. When I took him to urgent care and they prescribed him like the EpiPens and stuff and the steroids and antibiotics, literally the next day after like the first dose of antibiotics and steroids, like it already made a crazy difference. Like you could still see the huge like area. Let's get this momcation. I'm down. Like, tell me where we're going. I literally don't even care if we get a freaking hotel in Philly for a weekend and don't do anything but order room service. Like, I'm so down. We just push through. I guess that's what all moms do, right? All of us. My friend texted me. She also has 4 kids. She texted me yesterday and she was like, when do moms get a break? And I was like, they don't. Because even when they're on, like, even when you co-parent, Like, I still feel like, what if Lincoln texts me? What if Isaac needs me? What if you know what I mean? And I just think about Isaac driving in like 2.5, 3 years, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm like prepared. Girl, pregnant with your 6th, it never ends. Oh no. But you know what? My friend has 6 kids and she fucking rocks that shit, so you'll probably do the same. I'm getting ready to podcast with Lindsay, and I just don't have makeup on. I needed to put makeup on. I ran out of the house this morning too. Yesterday was Columbus Day, right? And I thought none of the kids had school. I texted Joe and I was like, Isaac actually does have school. And then Lux had a horrible cough yesterday, so I was like, I don't want you to go to school like that. Like, I don't need them thinking you have COVID, because you don't. So I kept him home yesterday. His cough cleared up a little bit. He's back at school today. He wanted to wear a mask. COVID negative. Not sure. This is actually just a drugstore Revlon Color Stay. It matches my skin pretty well, so I just don't. And like, I don't have a preference. Like, I change my products so much that the next time I do makeup, I might not use this. Like, if it's gone. Hello from Chicago. Well, don't get this primer. I don't like it. I like if you're gonna get a NYX primer from the drugstore, get the neon yellow one. I think it's called like, hey Mike, podcasting for coffee combos today. Normally I tell Kristen when I go live, and she trolls me, and then she like scares me with whatever news or emails I get. But I did not tell her I was going live, so I don't know if she's in here or not. What did Lincoln and Lux? Okay, Lux today, his outfit was a fucking disaster, and I'm like, you know what? He was so proud of himself for picking out that outfit last night that I was just like, you look great. He wore Batman shorts, like the old school Batman that was like gray and blue, and then Philadelphia Eagles shirt. And he was so proud of himself, and I was just like, okay, like, you can wear it. But then he also said in the same breath, like, I'm not wearing any more outfits that aren't like matching sets. So either tracksuits or like complete outfits that come together. So I'm like, I don't know where he gets this from, because it's not Lincoln. Lincoln's colorblind. Lincoln will wear like anything. And I wonder at Javi's house, like, does he pick out his own outfits, or does his dad help him? I don't know. Concealer is just regular Shape Tape. This is old. I don't really update my makeup. I have a lot in my closet, but I won't really open anything until I finish what I have. What's up with the podcast with V Torres? I have a podcast with her every Tuesday. There's one out right now. And actually, Baby Mama's merch is dropping at 1 p.m. On the Baby Mamas. We're going to post about it on our stories, but new merch is dropping at 1 p.m. today. This will be like our core collection of merch. Yeah, y'all are weird about, I feel like I've addressed that so many times. That's why I'm just ignoring it. What powder. This is It Cosmetics. It's called Bye Bye Pores. I don't really know if it's setting powder or not. I just use it because I have it. Don't take makeup advice from me, honestly. Like, I'm not good at makeup, so. And my brushes are like literally 5 years old. I have not updated my brushes in God knows how long. Are you putting a pool in the backyard? Yes, it starts getting dug in January, which I'm so excited because at first they told me June and now they moved it up. So I'm very, very, very excited. This is the first time I've ever put a pool in a house that I've had. Every other house I've lived in had a pool already. So this is going to be a new experience. I'm going to do my best to document the whole process. I'm so excited. The only thing is that I wish I paid for more of a patio. So I'm going to see if a different company will come put in like a patio, like a bigger patio that matches, but I don't understand why concrete is so expensive. Like, it is so fucking expensive. And then if you want stamped concrete, fucking forget about it. Would you get LASIK? Yes. Hopefully we don't have a bad winter. I hope not. I hope we don't have a bad winter. This is brow gel, clear brow gel by Anastasia. My husband owns a concrete company. Like, I was blown away by the prices. Like, just a 4x4x4 concrete situation, like for around the pool, is outrageous. And so I'm like, how does anyone get a pool? How does anyone get a pool with concrete around it, like all at once? Okay, Elijah does do concrete, but also he doesn't own the company, so I would still have to pay for it. He can't pour concrete by himself. Like, he wants concrete over by his house, because he has like a garage, like a shop he's a mechanic as well, and he wants concrete over there, but he also has to pay for it. And yes, I'm in my bathroom. Maybe they'll give us a deal if we both do concrete at our house. I don't know. My hubby can do the excavation part. All right, come on then. Maybe it'll take some money off my pool bill and I can put it towards my concrete part. I was wondering how they were planning on digging the pool when it's January, but when Kristen emailed them to follow up for the January thing, or for the June thing, they're like, oh, we actually moved her up to January. We're planning on starting in January, which probably actually means February. But if the ground is frozen, the concrete for 20 foot by 10 foot was like $6,000 for in the backyard. Oh, that's actually not bad. Oh, the supplies, that's what it is. It's not the actual concrete itself. But if I have like a friend or like colleagues dig it for me, would they take that off the pool bill? Why can't you pour concrete when it's cold? So what you're telling me is they're going to dig the pool and not do the concrete until like what, spring? I'm not doing pavers. My last 2 houses had pavers, and they look really pretty, but they're so expensive. And then after a couple years, the weeds that start growing in between them are a pain in the ass. And like one of my house got really mossy. And I'm very weird about like my landscaping and stuff like that. Like I work too fucking hard to have really nice landscaping to be covered in like weeds and shit like that. And so I ended up spending so much money all the time trying to get the weeds and the moss out in between the pavers that I'm like, I can't. Was it worth getting your body done? Absolutely. Absolutely. My only regret was not waiting until I was done having kids. Thought I was done having kids, and then I wasn't. Now I'm done having kids. I'm not having any more fucking kids. So I'm gonna try to get my BMI down, and I'm gonna go get breast reduction, and we'll see what else. That was my only regret. Yes, I used to have my lip pierced, if y'all remember that from like early seasons of Teen Mom. I don't judge anyone who wants surgery. So anyone in here that wants surgery, Botox, lip fillers, whatever y'all want, fucking go for it. There was a period of time that I think about all the time where I was like, oh, I regret my plastic surgery. I wish I never did it. But actually, I think I really felt that way because people were shaming me for it. I didn't actually feel that way. It was just like, I'm supposed to feel this way because everyone's shaming me for it. And now that I'm 30, I'm like, I don't give a fuck if people don't agree with my choices. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't regret my surgeries at all. It was very painful to heal. Did you ever stop the fillers to see if it helped your depression? Yeah, I haven't had fillers all year. Probably since like March-ish. And I can't tell if it helped the depression or not because I am on Lexapro. So I don't know. No, Botox doesn't hurt at all. Fillers are a little pinchy and you want to get numb for fillers, but I don't really do fillers. I mainly do Dysport, and I mean, I have gotten my lips done before and I have gotten fillers before, but I don't really need the fillers. I mainly just get the Dysport. And I do a lip flip, like I'm due for it right now. So my lip flip, I forget where it's basically Dysport so that my top lip doesn't show my gums when I smile. I get that. This is the product I'm using. ColourPop blush stick. This is the color 25-8. You guys are being so nice. Is Alexa Pro helping you? Yes, I am. It's very much helping me. But my goal, I talked to my doctor last week, I think it was on like Thursday. And I basically told him that my goal is to wean off next year. I would like to start weaning off next year. Like early next year, and he said that that's he feels like that's a good plan. I told him I'm not opposed, like if it starts to like not work, I'm not opposed to going back on. I just want to see how I do if I start weaning off the Lexapro next year, like what will happen. And he seemed really supportive of that, so I'm gonna see, because I saw this thing yesterday, and I'm not a doctor, so don't take advice from me. Like, make sure y'all talk to your own doctors, your own providers. I saw this video that said like most of your serotonin, like there's some in your head, but like in your brain, but most of it is in your gut. So this year I just had so much depression and like so many things happened that I didn't get to work on my health as much as I wanted to. So that's the goal for 2023. I really want to focus on like my diet and my PCOS and everything, because I just didn't get to do that this year like I wanted. So if I can focus on like my diet, my health, what I put in my body, then maybe once I get my my food and my diet under control, then I can start weaning off the Lexapro and seeing if that helps with my serotonin stuff. So I mean, like I said, if it doesn't work for me, I'm definitely not opposed to. I also think the clean eating, aside from the serotonin thing, will probably be really good for my PCOS too. So I wonder, I just wasn't in a place to work on it this year. So that was supposed to be my resolution this year, but depression hit me like a ton of bricks, so. Lexapro, excuse me. Lexapro is for my depression. I think, don't quote me on this, but I think some people use it for anxiety. Now my eye's watering because I coughed. I had like dust in my throat or something. I would love, have you tried gene therapy? No, I don't even know what that is. I tried metformin, but it made me shit my pants. That's gonna be a no for me. I tried it. Some people were like, your body will adjust to it in like 2 weeks. I literally couldn't go to Lincoln's without making sure that there was a porta potty or some sort of bathroom facility within steps of me. So I will not be ever trying metformin ever again. It is a diabetes medication that typically helps some people with PCOS as well, and like the weight gain and things like that, because I just have not been able to sleep and lose weight because of my PCOS. But thankfully, I haven't had it. Like, the weight is the hardest part and the sleep is the hardest part for me. I don't sleep. I have horrible insomnia. I wake up between 10 and 15 times a night, and it's just awful. Oh, I need to blend that, huh? I gotta blend that. I already put setting stuff on it. What side effects? I had acne really bad for my PCOS, weight gain, depression, insomnia, and I have insulin resistance. If that's better. And I do have my hormone levels are way off. Like, my testosterone is really high. But I don't fit like the stereotypical symptoms or signs of PCOS because I have 4 kids. Even the fertility doctor was like, are you sure you have PCOS? And then obviously checked my hormone levels. And it's like, yep. But metformin is not for me, but I will be trying Ozempic. Also, I looked into the sleeve, like, stomach thing. But I got scared because they said, like, I would lose some of my hair. And I'm getting older and my hair is already thinning out, so I didn't want to. Do you have Do you experience hair loss due to high testosterone? No, I don't have that problem right now. Not saying it couldn't happen. What do I need? Mascara. How have your periods? My period, like, this is TMI, but I feel like we're women in here, so it's fine. That was one of the things that I told my doctor. It was like, my periods are so abnormal, I guess. Like, some people with PCOS don't get periods for months at a time. I was the opposite. My periods are so heavy that they last 10 days and I bleed through my clothes and my tampons and my pads multiple times a day. Like, I shit you not, I will change my tampon, get to Lincoln's football field, and have bled through my clothes. And that's just not normal. And then I would, like, go to bed and bleed through everything. And so even though some people with PCOS don't get periods, like, frequently or on schedule, I'm getting 10-day periods that are absolutely... I am not on testosterone. That's not what I said. That is not what I said. So my periods are, and that's where I kind of told my doctor, I'm like, I don't think this is like the stereotypical signs of PCOS. Like, I know I have, like, actually Kristen was the one that told me that she thought I had it. Honestly, I'd wear a diaper at that point. You're not even fucking kidding. Like, I would be so upset because I'd have literally, like, if you ask Natalie, if you ask any of my exes, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed to have said that. But if you ask my exes, my Kristen, Natalie, anyone, my periods would, like, I was changing my clothes 3 times a day. I'm not kidding. So if you're having abnormal periods, advocate for yourself and fight for it, because my doctor really didn't even want to test me for PCOS because he said I didn't fit, like, the criteria, and I pushed for it because I was like, no, something isn't right. Like, you, please, like, even if you don't want to test me for it, I'm paying for it. I'll pay for it. You have nothing to lose. So he did. He tested me, and he was surprised himself. So, don't get me wrong, he's still a great doctor. I still love him. So, even though he didn't want to test me right away, I just kept. And then he, I asked him. Everyone was telling me, this was when I was new to PCOS. I was begging him to try to get me on metformin. He really didn't want to do that. He's like, I don't think it'll help. And then, have you had an internal ultrasound for PCOS? Yes, I have.